Hey, sorry about the late update or late upload, but I just realized. Yeah, sorry about the late upload. I was late start, but I was starting up and I realized I didn't plug my camera in. Come on, how stupid do I have to be to not realize I didn't plug in my own camera? So yeah, I don't know if you saw my short or not, but I'm going to try doing that with or my imaginary girlfriend tries to negatively reinforce me. I'm distracted because I keep worried about the tea over there in the stove. The stove I just turned off, so the stove should be fine. But I just turned off the stove, so it should be okay. I'm just a little preoccupied because it's hot. But my imaginary girlfriend's gonna slap me if I stop focusing um, on the material I'm studying. Um, I'd like once I learn um, their languages well enough, talk to them, see if see if I can like learn if they have any musical experience. Um, I suppose I'd like to in the future do a fundraiser live stream where if they do know any instruments, I could do a fundraiser live stream to um, well purchase a the musical instrument they play on Amazon if Amazon of course has it available. So the only thing is what people don't understand about Amazon or YouTube is YouTube takes tips half of all donations. Hey Momo, am I loud? Um, there's not much I can do about the sound. I don't think. Let me see. No, that's just I can just turn it on and off at this point. I can't really turn this up, but change the volume. But I'm hoping eventually I can do uh, fundraising live streams where hey Soot, uh, yeah, it's 9 a.m. here. Um, there's a walk at the local town. There's a local town here, and there's a local walk for suicide awareness at the park here nearby. Actually, there are a couple parks nearby, but I'm going to be attending that. So, yeah, woke up today about 5:20. After waking up a few times, actually. Woke up a few times, actually. I'm kind of hungry, which is weird. Woke up a few times, which is weird because just didn't sleep well, I guess. Maybe I had too much caffeine too late, which I don't think I did, but I might have. Yeah, I think I cut off caffeine at a good time. I got this book on grammar for Uzbek. I got this book on grammar for Uzbek, but the thing with Uzbek is that it's got all these terms in it. It's got terms I don't really understand. It's got like labiodental fricative or something like that. Labiodental fricative, and I don't know what that means. So I'd have to look those words up. However, once I look those words up and understand these terms, these terminology, I can then understand the different phonetics what throughout learning different languages, because different languages will have similar sounds. So there's actually I think there's an international phonetic alphabet you can memorize. There's an International Phonetic Alphabet, isn't there? I'm gonna look that up real quick. I think there's an International Phonetic Alphabet that you can memorize. It has every sound known to International Phonetic. Yeah, I think it has like every knowledge. I think there's like yeah, I think there's like every known language sound uh, in the world is in the International Phonetic Alphabet. So, but yeah, it's got the International Phonetic Alphabet, so you could memorize all that, but it's really complicated from the looks of it. But yeah, you could memorize all that if you could. It would really help, I would imagine, with learning any language. So, but something to work on, I guess. Maybe learn the International Phonetic Alphabet. Well, I have considered CBD oil. Um, the thing that CBD would take a while to affect me because the first time I tried it, I've tried it before and it gave me some anxiety. Actually, CBD oil gave me some anxiety until it really affected me, and then I felt great. Um, I think the reason why CBD oil gave me anxiety is because it was like I was calming down, and I'm not used to being calm, and because I'm not used to being calm, um, my body was telling me something was wrong because it wasn't a normal state for me. It's kind of like a proprioception. It's a state of not when things are not normal, you think something's wrong. So my body was overreacting to being calm. It was like it was basically an overreaction, thinking there was an alarm system going on. So I was having like a panic attack. So it's possible that CBD would help, but yeah. So yeah, let's talk about something else. So yeah, I've got that. I didn't forgot to put. I don't put the ice tray in the freezer too often, which is a shame because I really need to keep doing that to keep ice on hand. My ice machine in my freezer doesn't work, so yeah, it doesn't really work too well. So let's see. So I might try CBD. So there's actually the ice cream shop nearby opened up, but it was like $5 a scoop or something. It's kind of pricey. It's kind of a pricey ice cream shop, but it's right next to a fancier restaurant and hotel, so that kind of explains why it's a bit pricier in sales and products, but pricier in product. But Yeah, that would explain it. The other thing you have to understand, I guess, is it's downtown, and unless it's a major fast food chain like McDonald's or Burger King, where prices are kind of standard, it's going to be kind of expensive. Um, hello, hello, John. Yeah, cities kind of downtown can be very expensive. Um, I'm not sure why, why that is. Why it is that expensive restaurants are often downtown. So it's interesting. Yeah, I don't know. It's strange, honestly. It's like living downtown can be expensive. It's weird. I don't know. Maybe the hotels are part of the reason why. Tourists are willing to spend more money in the food stores. Like business centers are downtown. Everyone comes there for different stuff. But I don't know. I don't know why is stuff downtown so expensive. Why are like all the fancy restaurants downtown? Where the big businesses are, maybe big businesses are. So that's where everyone for their executives go for lunch is the expensive restaurants. I don't know. It is strange, isn't it? Where would you get that? Where would you get a restaurant? I did call the police on some kids that were at some playing with some construction equipment. I regret doing it. They were kind of having fun, and I would have left them alone. The only thing is they were kind of like moving the pylons and messing with the pylons and stuff. That's the only thing that was concerning to me is they were moving the pylons around and messing with them. So that's why I called the police on them because yeah, if they weren't moving the pylons and stuff, I wouldn't have done it. It's just I was concerned because they were they're just moving those, and that was kind of a safety thing. I wish I didn't need to. Honestly, I did. I wish I didn't. Yeah, like I said, they're like the pylons or break. They were cutting off a certain street segment. Um, so yeah, stuff like that. It's like safety things. Like if they were on a ramp, they're using a board as a ramp, which I don't know if they got from the construction site or not. I wouldn't assume that they did. I had no reason to. So if they're stuff, and it's like if they were just skateboarding the curb, I wouldn't have done anything. Even if they were yelling. Yeah, even if they were yelling and they were just skateboarding the curb, I wouldn't have cared. I mean, it would have bothered me a little because of the noise, but I would have left them alone. It's just they were like moving. That was like one of those big pylons that was big enough for them to like pick up and crawl in. They're crawling and messing with it. It's like it's just because they're moving the pylons. It's because they're moving the construction equipment. I just I feel bad that I needed to. Okay. Yeah, I feel bad that I came to that. I feel bad that I ruined their fun. I do. It's just that, yeah. I feel bad that I ruined their fun. It's just that I was concerned that they were possibly causing a safety issue in the future because they were moving the pylons and stuff. And yeah, they had just moved one, but it's like if they just move one, I don't know if they're gonna move others, and I don't know if they're gonna put that one back. You know what I mean? But if they're just messing around the sidewalk, I wouldn't care. You know what I mean? You just skateboard on the sidewalk a little bit by themselves when no one else was around. I mean, they were loud, but wouldn't have done anything about it. because they're just having fun. So it's kind of beats me up inside a little bit that I had to call the police on those kids, because I wish I didn't. It didn't come to a point where I had to ruin their fun. Well, for one thing, my doctor said I'm too heavy to jog. I'd be too much on my knees. I wonder if Discord has any like Uzbek places or anything, Uzbek servers. I know I got what sucks a little bit is when you join language groups on Facebook, is you sometimes get unsolicited private messages from people trying to get you to get lessons from them, pay for lessons from them. So that kind of is unfortunate. Yes, I do like Mountain Dew. Unfortunately, it's really, really good, but it's also very bad for you. Soda in general is bad for you. Mountain Dew has a lot of caffeine. So yeah. But what else is there to talk about? Oh, the guy that played Pippin at the what do you call it? The guy that played Pippin at in Lord of the Rings is going to be at the convention. Turns out he's from Scotland. Maybe I can purchase a practice chanter and purchase a practice chanter and get him to autograph it. Look that up, I guess. Actually, I'll make that little note here on my computer. I'm just going to do a quick search here. So, reliable. I'm just checking here for reliable U.S. practice chanter. Okay, let's try that. Henderson. USA Kilts, they're a brand. They're a good brand for my hair. I might work with that. Here we go. Pick here. Well, I'd have to get another whiteboard for that. Okay, I think we're back. Sorry about that. No, this is a goal board. All this goals and stuff I need to keep looking at for motivation, really. So, plastic ones here. There are a lot of really pricey ones, but there are a lot of 5-star reviews, so. Yeah, I think the guy I played Pippin was supposed to be Scottish, so if that works, I can get this 5-star review. I'm not buffering right now, am I? No, it's not for internet. It's my laptop. It's not. It's got something up with it. I need to really work on it. I might live stream from my phone and um, get this working. Right now, I'm looking at these things. Look at the reviews here. Okay, it looks like this one's actually pretty good. So this might be a good thing to get. Uh, Celtic Arts and Guarantee. I'm looking at RG Hardy standard plastic practice chanter. Strongly skilled Celtic artisans, your choice are the heritage embraced and preserved for each generation. Celtic artisans. Okay, so it's made by Celtic artisan. Looks like. So maybe that big idea. Well, I think I'm doing better. Because like my apartment's getting better. A lot of what I had to do with I think the Weave workout videos was I had to because my apartment wasn't getting better. Um, because my willpower was only so much. My apartment wasn't really getting any better. I kind of because I had an inspection coming up, maybe, or because I have inspections, I have to work on my apartment more. Just because that's a more pressing matter. Because it's a more pressing matter, I have to work on that. Unfortunately, so yeah, that's the problem. I have to work on my apartment first because it's like I can get evicted. So like this chair will have to move because I have to clear off the store. That basket will have to be picked up. It's moved over there. This chair is yeah, the chair might be over there, but this chair bottom's gonna have to be moved over there. I'm gonna have to vacuum, clean the floor, put the pool noodle away, clean stuff out off the floor in the bedroom. So yeah, I got work to do. Honestly, I don't know if I can get it done by tomorrow. I'll try. I'll try. Yeah, I do, but I'm not going to link it. Hmm. Well, actually, it's that not that might not be true about music taste because um, sometimes you get people who are heavy metal fans who really are going to like put a lot of effort into charities. Um, that happens sometimes. You get people who are hardcore metal fans, and they will put volunteer into charities that a lot of people won't. I mean, you've got like churchgoers who think they're Christian, say they're Christian, but won't try to help people. And versus, oh okay, oh okay, I was gonna say that is what some people think, and I can understand that a little bit because of how angry the music can sound. But yeah, it's like sometimes you get like, even then people with tattoos. Um, Sometimes people with tattoos are among the most caring people you'll meet, but they'll just have very low bullcrap tolerances. Yeah, I don't know. I like electro. I like electronic myself. Yeah, I like pop and electronic music. I'm not really electronic music, not as much as like European dance music. That's probably my favorite genre is European dance music. Honestly, that's probably my favorite European dance music. Oh, maybe. Yeah. Hey, Soot, have you seen Lord of the Rings? Yeah. So the guy that played Pippin, the Hobbit Pippin, apparently he's Scottish. He's going to be at the convention here in uh, Indianapolis that I'm going to. And it's cool. All in the movies. Yeah, Family Guy is just ridiculous. Yeah, I don't like Family Guy either. I don't even watch TV anymore. I watch movies because it's all about political agenda. I don't really want to get involved in it too much because I can get demonetized. So mm, I see. I'm not sure whom that is, honestly. No, I don't watch TV. Oh, no, I don't watch. I don't watch TV actually. Mm, I see. Yeah, interesting. Well, something that was an improvement for me is I put that book. Remember that book I got yesterday? I put it back like the same day, which is an improvement for me. I used to not do that, but I did put that back pretty much the same day, or the same day. So I mean, not right away, unfortunately, but I did put it back the same day, which is an improvement for me, believe it or not. Um, Eric, I could go into that, but I'm just worried about being demonetized. But it's basically they're basically taking an idea from a book, which was the author based something on atavism. She called it atavism, but it's not something that goes that is subject to atavism. So it's really based off of some of the things they know they're talking about when they don't. So yeah, it's based off of a book idea, an idea someone wrote in a fiction book, and that's probably where it came from. At least I'm guessing. I don't like ice hockey, honestly. I don't know. I get bored. Um, I don't really like sports. In fact, the only reason I would go to a look, we have an ice hockey team here in town called Comets. Um, and the only reason I would go to a Comets game would be to laugh at the fans in the stadium, the fans in the crowd, just to laugh at them. That's the only reason I would go, because it's like as soon as the announcements come, everybody's like, you drops spontaneously by like 10 points by some kind of phenomenon. It's kind of funny. It's like everyone before anything happens, everyone's just chatting. Norman's like, "Hey, let's have a good game. Yeah, everything's gonna be cool. Everything's gonna be good. Let's really enjoy this. Yeah." Like everyone's talking normally, like before anything starts, and then all of a sudden announcements come on, and it's like, "Boo! Yeah! Boo! Yeah! Boo! Yeah! You traitor!" I would just laugh because it's like their IQ just drops by like 10 points by some strange phenomenon. I just find it really funny. Uh, I do like fishing though, mostly when the fish are biting. I like when I realize when the fish are biting, I'm having fun. But unless I'm with someone, then I can just talk with the person. If I'm around people, it's a lot more enjoyable. What would be fun? I have gone out and for fun. I've been fishing in my one of my heads. Uh, a park a little ways off. I went to go fishing. I threw out my line. And I was wearing one of my animal heads, just fishing and off a pier. Mm-hmm. Well, Eric, the one thing you have to remember, the thing you have to remember, honestly, is that you're also talking about a TV show, and in TV show they have something that I've heard called the suspension of disbelief. And you have to remember, in TV, things can be true that in reality aren't necessarily true. Um, like physics in TV aren't necessarily physics in real life. Like in crime shows, I've talked to officers and like they've got that they've got that fingerprint scanner that gives out a fingerprint in 2 weeks or something like that. They wish they had that piece of equipment. You've got things in TV, or they'll get geographical locations wrong. You've got things in TV even physics or chemistry and the like that don't add up to reality. You've got basic chemical processes that don't add up. Oh, here's a good example. Here's a great example. Okay, um, they were going to do a DNA test. This guy was killed in a hospital. Yeah, well, here's something I want to show real quick. It's a good example. There was a murder crime scene kind of show. They wanted to test some syringes in a hospital because this guy had been killed by a syringe in a hospital. And they had to do a DNA test on the syringes. And they had to basically uh, figure out which one was his by DNA out of the blood on the syringe, and then find the fingerprint of the person who used that syringe. So use that syringe. So use their syringe. So what it was is they said they got all the syringes from that week from that hospital, just like 792. So it's like a major hospital only used 792 syringes in a week. That doesn't make sense. And let alone would they keep it on hand for a week? That's also something that doesn't make sense. And even then, the test to basically find out a basic DNA test, which would be like boy or girl, is it a boy or a girl that the DNA belongs to, is $10,000. So right there, you're talking like $7.9 million to test every needle just to figure out if that needle went to a boy or girl. So, I mean, there are so many things wrong with just testing those needles, that a lot of times things in the TV, things that happen in TV can be true that in reality are not. So that's something you have to remember. So that's just something you have to remember. What can be true in TV doesn't necessarily have to be true in real life. So, um, what else is there? Um, hmm. I got a lot of material here. Really wish I could find someone to stay with here in Fort Wayne. Some people. I guess I could contact one of the groups that's helping people with their immigrants. One of the things that's helping one of the people that are helping the Afghan refugees are is Catholic Charities. So I could talk to them about maybe forming groups with people trying to learn their languages. I don't know whom that is, honestly. I'm going to check on my tea real quick. It might be cooled down a little bit. I've got artificial sweetener for it. I've got artificial sweetener for my tea. Excuse me. Okay, sorry about that. I got sweetener in the tea now, and I've got cooling with some ice packs from the freezer. So yeah, I know I'd like to get off of it eventually, but it's something I need other than sugar in the morning. It's kind of like do what you can to get over sugar addiction, I guess. It's one thing at a time. Although, unfortunately, right now, um, monk fruit's a possibility, yes, but I mean, I've got to keep in mind my expenses because my spending money every week is $75, and I might send some of that to CBD, and that's going to be quite a bit. Yeah, I'd like to do that, but I mean, it's like there's only so much I can do for my health, honestly. I mean, it's just like I have limited income. That's the problem. I have $75 a week I have to spend, and eventually some of that's going to be going towards food because I mean I've got a lot saved up in food stamps, but eventually that's going to go away. Yeah, I know. Not everyone can take it. One thing is I can't really talk about that too much, or else I can get demonetized. So I can't really talk about that too much. Yeah, so I can't really talk about that too much, unfortunately, because I can get demonetized. Because it's controlled, because it's a controlled thing. So, in fact, at this point, the video is probably demonetized. So, I'm getting some watch time, so that's what's important for my channel. But yeah, I'm going to probably do in the future if I can do a fundraiser thing for getting some instruments for people. Well, the only thing is like medication controlled or not. That's the only thing. It's whether or not it's controlled by law or something like that. That's what the issue is. Like, is it? That's the issue. What as far as that goes, that's what matters to YouTube. But what else is there? I guess some of the things you have to do to be happy is, at least for me to be happy, is I'll have to be like, oh, I did what I could to help people, but I have to really realize I have to help myself. Have to be happy with what I did for myself, because in the end, I can only do so much for other people and still support myself. I guess it's normal in a way for some people that if they can't help someone more, or someone else is suffering and they didn't help them, like they suffered something, and the people that would have helped them constantly worried that they could have done more to help them, even though really reasonably they couldn't have. Here's an example. My staff talked about how this one client of his, my staff talked about how this one client of his fell down on the floor and spent some time, like 48 hours on his floor, because he got injured or something. So right on this floor 48 hours before my staff checked on him. Wow, a lot. Before my staff checked on him, and the staff was really beating up on himself because he was constantly doubting, because he had texted the guy and the guy didn't respond to his texts, but at the same time that guy doesn't always respond to my staff's texts, but it still had been like 2 days. So it's like, and then my staff was wondering if he could have done more to help him, as far as like get him taken care of in somewhere he could get physical rehabilitation, and somewhere he could rest and recover from his injury. So yeah, but yeah, I guess it's normal for some people. I know some people want me to know why I don't date autistic people. The real reason I believe is because I don't really get along with autistic people in the dating scene, because most autistic people are low functioning enough that I would kind of be a caregiver to them. I wouldn't be able to be an equal. I'd kind of be a caregiver, and I don't really want a relationship with someone I'm a caregiver to. And another thing that's really difficult is most people with autism don't want to change. They think society should change for them, but that's just not how it works. Most people with autism think society should change for them, but I realize I have to change in order to fit into society. So, yeah, it is hard to deal with. But it's hard to get a date when you're autistic too, because people see you as a label. They stereotype you. They don't see you as trying to improve yourself or progressing. They think you're going to be a certain way for the rest of your life. They don't think I am going to change at all. They don't think I'm going to get better, that I'm going to improve. They think I'm going to be severely handicapped for the rest of my life. I'm going to be a dead weight, and I'm not going to be able to contribute. You know what I mean? Versus a lot of the women that have been interested in me, a lot of times they will basically just want to use me. They're not really interested in me as a person. They're interested in me as a resource. You know, that's the problem. Yeah, but a lot of women see me as a label. Yeah, it's true. It is. It is true. People treat you, when they know you have a disability, they treat you differently. A lot of times. Although on some occasions, sometimes people are nicer to you when they know you have a disability, because then they know you can't. Sometimes they understand you can't help some things. Um, Me personally, um, some some managers I've had at past jobs liked it that I was trying to overcome disabilities. Hmm. Yeah. Well, some people, I mean, I've dealt with a lot of people who didn't want to help. They just want to make fun of me because I have a disability. So that's the only thing. I've had to deal with a lot of people who wanted to make fun of me for having a disability, even in management and senior management. So it was pretty rough. It might have been partially because I'm intelligent. Um, it might have partially been because I'm intelligent, and they didn't like it that this guy who is clearly disabled can be so book smart. They didn't see sit right with them. They somewhere thought if you have a disability, you can't be that book smart. So when this person who is clearly disabled is so much book smarter than them, they didn't like that, so they lash out their insecurities. That could have been why. Oh yeah, that's what you're saying. Yeah, yeah, that's what you're saying. But it's really rough about these things. You just really try to improve. Really try to improve yourself. Yeah, that sucks. Yeah, sorry, I'm gonna stretch a little bit. As you can tell, I'm combing my hair with my fingers more often now. It's helping my hair get better. Yeah, I don't know. Says my hair getting better? What do you think? Says my hair nicer than it used to be? Uh, no, I haven't really thought about getting a brush. Yeah, I've been. I just do this more often. That seems to help. Yeah. I did use conditioner last night, though. I used some conditioner. So I need to do that more often. Yeah, it's. It might be because my hair gets wet. It's still wet in the morning. I don't have a hair dryer. That might be a good investment. But my hair is often wet in the morning because it just takes a long time to dry. That could be why. If I do this, like I've got mustache wax. I just never have looked up how to do the handlebar mustache. Well, if I do this, how about that? Do that a little bit. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I thought so. That might be a little bit better. Have to do the mustache wax though. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, I need to go back to a barber shop. I need to go to a barber shop. I actually heard there's a place in town that will give $2 bills and change. If you can get $2 bills as change. Yeah, I got bad. My hair's getting. I'm probably gonna shave my head eventually. When I just get around to it. Yeah, I'm afraid to, honestly. Like an American $1 bill, or yeah, I got these $2 bills. Got $2 bills. Cool. Yeah, I got $2 bills. They still make them. They just don't really put them in much in mass circulation. That's cool. So yeah, that's pretty cool. You got an American bill. Yep. Got a little accumulation there. What do you mean by it's like monopoly money? You mean the way it looks, or oh, hmm, interesting. Actually, did you know our like we say paper for like it's paper for our money. It's paper money, but people it's actually not like wood paper. It's a little bit more durable. It's cotton paper. These are made from cotton. It's paper made from cotton. It's not actually wood pulp paper. Our money's made from cotton paper, not wood pulp paper, which is why it's a little bit more durable. That's cool. Hey Joe. But yeah, this is actually American bills are made out of cotton paper and not American not wood pulp paper. That's why they're more uh, durable. I've never heard that. I've never honestly heard that. Whether it was or not, I don't know. Sorry. Yeah, it's true. It is on the way out. Everybody wants to track every expenditure, every spending. Something I noticed is that. Oh yeah, see, so that's what I was talking about. Accumulation. So do you have a? Actually, I think I have a British coin. I don't know if it's. Remember the shilling I showed you? I showed in the stream. I don't know if it's right. Yeah, here it is. I've got a shilling here actually. I think it's a British coin, British shilling. Yeah, it's a shilling. Yep, Great Britain. Great Britain shilling. Oh, that's cool. So it was like the pound, kind of like a dollar, and the pence, kind of like a penny. Is that how it works? It's like pences build up to a pound. Is that how it works? Is that how it works for the British currency? Okay. So like, how many pences per pound? Is it, like, how's that work? So like, how's that work exactly? Pences per pound and stuff. British pound. Where British pound? Okay, 100 pence equals 1 quid. Okay, so there's a quid. There's a quid too. Oh, a quid is a pound. Okay, okay, so it's there are 100 pences to a pound, also known as a quid. So 100 pences equals 1 British pound, also known as a quid. Okay. Is there anything else besides the British pound, besides a Great British pound, also known as a quid or a pence? Are there any other currency units? Score. Oh yeah, 20, because 20 or score is another word for 20. 20 pounds is called a score because score is another word for 20. Kind of like how in Abraham Lincoln's Gettysburg Address, he says four score. Score is another word for 20. Yeah. Yes, there's pence. And then you have the notes, I'm guessing. After that, you have the paper notes. Pence. There are 2 pence coins. Oh, 2 pence coins. Hmm. This is very interesting. 1 pence. See, in the U.S., we have the penny, which is 1 cent. We have the nickel, which is 5 cents. We have the dime, which is 10 cents. We have the quarter, which is a quarter of a dollar, 25 cents, and then we have the dollar. Um, you don't make 1 pound notes anymore. You just have the 1 pound coin. See, that's the 1 pound, 5 pound note in ages. Huh? Yeah, they don't make they still make 50-cent pieces. They technically do, but you have to special order them, and they are legal currency. You can legally spend 50-cent pieces, but you have to special order them, and there's an upcharge. Yeah, you would say 1 cent. So yeah, if you're asking how much something costs, you would say 1 cent, but you can also say a penny. But you would say like 21 cents or something like that. It's you don't usually say 1 cent. It's like and 1 cent or something like that. It's what you would say, but the coin itself is called a penny. That's the name of the coin, penny, a penny. Um, yeah, you would say the price. You'd say $3.01, or you could also say $3 and a penny. You could also say that. Either one works. Yeah, but the coin itself is called a penny. But you wouldn't say like $3.02. You could. It just would be unnatural. You would just say $3.02. But like I said, the coin itself is called a penny. Something that someone actually was wondering about was how we have some coins which are bigger than others, even though they're worth less. Like, for instance, a nickel, which is 5 cents, is larger than a dime, which is 10 cents. The reason why is because at one time the nickel was nickel, and that was worth less than the silver, the junk silver, and a dime. So the actual material cost was lower in nickel than a dime. That's why even though a dime was smaller and had a smaller amount of metal, it was still worth more than nickel. So that's why the dime was smaller, but worth more than nickel. Well, actually, arcade machines don't usually use cards. Um, I haven't gone to many arcade machines, but from what I've seen is we use tokens, and you buy tokens, which are it's not. So don't believe that. What you do is you buy tokens, which you can buy them individually for like a quarter or four for $1. But what they usually do is they tend to get you to spend more. Try to get you to spend more by like saying you can buy 20 and you get so many extra tokens. You get so many extra tokens for 20, right? So you put in $20 into this machine. You either feed it a $20 bill or use a card on this machine to get tokens, and then it dispenses the tokens, and then you put the tokens in the arcade machine. That's what it is. You spend money on the token, so you can use a card on the token machine, but you put tokens into the arcade machines. That's how it works here that I've seen in the U.S. You put tokens into the machine. Well, Joe, you're also kind of a troll, so I don't know what to believe with you. Yeah. But yeah, some places some machines will let you use a card, I believe, to purchase tokens. But you have to just put the card into the machine. You have to select how much you want to spend, and it will dispense tokens. But that's how it works. You get tokens, and you spend them. You put the token in the machine. I mean, you could also, it's the same size as a quarter, so if you wanted to, you could put a quarter in the machine, but it's kind of like, honestly, if you have quarters, um, try exchanging them for dollars. I mean, a lot of time, I would imagine you might be able to exchange a small amount of coins for like $5 at the desk, because they want change, especially nowadays. You might be able to exchange some cores for $5 and then put that in the machine, and then you get extra tokens. So it's like, why would you put quarters into the machine when you can get more tokens for the same amount of money? You know what I mean? It's like that. Oh yeah, I believe that. I believe that. Hey, buddy boy. What's up? I did contact the app developer. I tried a few ways to contact them. I left a note on their app page, and I sent them an email. I think I didn't get anything back from them to figure out if I could use their app for a live stream. So I don't know. I don't know how that works. I don't know if I can use that. So, but I can eventually use I can use YouTube Studio here to do some beats I can rap to. The only thing is with these languages I'm doing, I think some of them I'm not allowed to. They can't listen to music due to their religion, but I'm not sure. Oh, that sucks. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, there's like Pac-Man and stuff too. Do they still have Pac-Man? Because Pac-Man seems like it's been around. Pac-Man's been around since I was like one of the first arcade games in the U.S. Actually, here's something else about Pac-Man. A little history about Pac-Man. It came out in Japan and it was called Puck-Man. That's what it was originally called, Puck-Man, because Puck means munch, and it was considered that girls like to eat. So it was a marketing attempt in Japan to get girls into arcades because it was really just guys in arcades. So it was an attempt to get girls into arcades because it was Puck-Man, Munchman. But they changed the name to Pac-Man in the U.S. because of what vandals could do to the name by altering the P, of scratching the name off, scratch by messing with the letter P. So they changed the name from Puckman to Pac-Man because of what vandals could do when they brought the game over from Japan to the U.S. Uh, okay. I'm gonna go check on my tea real quick. Actually, I'm gonna go check on my tea. Pardon me. Ugh. Oh, actually, here goes. Here's a good word for you. It's not. That's actually not how you spell lukewarm in the U.S. This is how you spell it in U.S. Which I don't know if it's different in uh, British English because sometimes the spelling is different, but that's how you spell it in the U.S. Yeah. Yeah. Actually, you know, it wouldn't be bad to think about it as Luke Skywalker. You can actually capitalize that. Um, think about using Luke Skywalker to make as mnemonic for to remember how to spell it. Thinking of Luke Skywalker walking in, uh, trying to get into a bathtub, right? Trying to get into a warm bath, but it's like, okay, the bath's been sitting around for a while. He's like, wait a second, this bathtub isn't warm anymore. It's kind of like barely warm. It's lukewarm. Luke Skywalker got into a lukewarm bath. You know, that mnemonic device, you can actually imagine Luke Skywalker going in to just, he's been having a rough day. He's tired, sweaty, wants to go in and take a nice hot bath to relax. And all of a sudden he goes in there and it's not warm anymore. It's just kind of really almost room temperature. It's lukewarm. Luke Skywalker got into a lukewarm bath. So that's that would be a little mnemonic there. Yeah. Well, so the only problem is the problem with a lot of schools is they try to teach everyone as if everyone is a round peg going through a round hole, and that doesn't work for everyone. Some people are not a round peg. You're not going to get them to go through a round hole. Some people are a square peg. Some people aren't going to go through a round hole, and if you try to force them, it's not going to work very well. Um, so you have to figure out what works for you, and the only way you can do that is practice and hard work. I can give you ideas, but you're going to have to figure out what works for you. Like me, I'm trying to figure out what works for me, which is with studying all these languages at once. That seems to be working the best for me because then I can only spend 15 minutes at a time on a certain language, and that helps with my problems with focus. So, and my ability to want to do my tendency to want to do a lot at once. So that seems to be working with me. Yeah, I think that's what you're saying. But an incredible number of systems try to teach people like they're a square they're a square peg going through a square hole, or a triangle trying to go through a triangle hole, or a triangle peg going through a triangle hole, or a round peg going through a round hole, and that doesn't work. Not everyone's a round peg, not everyone's a triangular peg, not everyone's a square peg. You know, not everyone is a certain peg. You know, there are different types of pegs that have to go through different types of holes. You have to figure out which one works for me. Yeah, that's good. And it is pretty good. A lot of people don't know I'm autistic until I tell them because I've worked so hard to change. But it can help sometimes when I tell them in the workplace because then uh, they can kind of forgive when I struggle with some things a lot of times. It's like because I struggle with some things. If I have a supportive environment, they'll understand when I struggle with things because then they're like, okay, it's not his fault. And a lot of the time, they see me working on these struggles, working on these uh, difficulties. You know, I pay attention to where I struggle, and I really work hard and try to improve on where I struggle on my deficits. And a number of the managers have really liked that about me because I was different than a lot of employees because there are employees that are better at their jobs than I was. But a lot of employers, a lot of managers at different jobs liked it that I was a lot of managers at different jobs will a lot of managers at different jobs have like really appreciated that I have how should I put worked hard to overcome struggles and I'll work hard on making myself better at things that I suffer at or struggle with. Um, like how should I put it? At Burger King, it didn't really work very well because it was just a toxic place. I worked at the pizza place. It was a lot better because I was constantly asking, "What can I improve on? Like, what do I need help? What do I need to work on?" I was asking these questions, like, "How can I work on myself? How can I improve on myself?" And managers really like that because then it's like this employee is trying to improve themselves to be better for the workplace. You know. Hi, Tyler. So, I just had an idea of what might help me remember some of you better. What might help me remember my fans better is if my fans could tell me obscure facts about themselves, you know, that would make them stand out. Like this one guy, I'm going to remember where he lives as far as the country now. I'm going to remember where he lives as far as the country and not confuse that again because he says he lives in a temperate rainforest, and that's not a very common biome, you know. So I'm gonna remember it's like Vancouver, Canada. You know, I don't know where exactly he lives, but I'm gonna remember Vancouver, Canada now. And then like Buddy Boy, he's offered me a beat for a rap. You know, I remember that, and I also remember Buddy Boy. Sit here is very engaging in comments, so I remember that. Plus, he lived in Scotland, so that helps me remember Sit. You know, yeah, yeah, Christian. So stuff like that can really help me remember these unique details about people. These uh, these unique facts about people. So Tyler, if you're there, do you want to give me a fact about you that might help me remember you? Some fact I could associate with you. Okay. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm gonna probably go until an hour and a half on this stream. Just 'cause I'm getting tired and really need to get around to clean my apartment some more. But that'll be another 2 minutes basically. I'll relax and get ready for the awareness walk, which is in about an hour and a half. That's when the registration starts, and then the walk is 2 hours later. An hour and 28 minutes and a half. For suicide awareness. Basically, it's for suicide awareness. Yeah, it's something I struggle with personally. So, hello, Helgo. Yeah, it is. Big problem with a lot of people. Yeah, it's really sad when that happens. Yeah, it's probably better you rephrase it that way. It's better if you rephrase it that way. Yeah. Um, so I'm going to probably end the stream real soon. Just relax a little bit to get ready for that walk. Stretch a little bit. As you can tell, I'm a little cramped up in my back. I have to do some knee push-ups I've been doing the past few days. Really need to get around to doing them. I'm trying to diet. I'm mostly trying to eat more vegetables and eat at home, and that helps me lose a little weight. Not an incredible amount, but by just the virtue of eliminating fast food, I slowly go down in weight just because it's less calorically dense. The food, yeah, people want to see me cooking, so that's me cleaning up my apartment so I can. I'm not embarrassed to show it on camera. Okay, sorry about that. I'm gonna get some water, get some more tea in me. I'm gonna have to end the stream now so my computer can cool down. Real quick, I did try to download Force Nothing on my computer, which didn't really work too well, unfortunately. Yeah, Force Nothing didn't work too well on computer, honestly. Um, Tuesday's D&D game was canceled, so I'm gonna see if I can finally get around to purchasing a new phone, um, a better phone for videos and stuff. See if I can finally get around to doing that. Uh, but yeah, probably just 3 more minutes, 2.5 more minutes, make it an hour and 35 minutes, and then you have to log off. But yeah. What's a pop socket? What's a pop socket, Sit? Oh, okay. Oh, they're the little things that go on the back of your phone like this. It's like the thing that pops out and you can pull your phone like this. It sticks in your back of your phone. You kind of hold it out like this. But it's like the thing that kind of sticks to your phone. You kind of go pop. It's this little thing about that big. You kind of your fingers can slide between. Is that what you're talking about? Yeah, I have some of those. I think they came in a subscription thing. So we got 1 minute left. What's the YouTube button for? Oh, okay. Well, that's about it. I'm probably gonna work on some Uzbek or some Pashto today. Oh, I'm sorry about that, Helgo. So I'm gonna end up studying some Uzbek today. I think some Farsi and whatnot, Pashto. See if I can get some work on some Dari. It's gonna be a little bit more difficult. But yeah, I'm gonna study today in the afternoon. I'm gonna clean up this afternoon. So in my apartment, it's not in too bad of shape, honestly. Set up some traps for some flies in the apartment, but yeah. All right, I'm gonna have to call it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go to Helgo. I'll probably try to do a stream tomorrow. All right, see you guys.